Hi everyone, it's Kat here. So I have just finished making this December daily. It's 1st of December 2020 and I've just got in the nick of time. So following the video, following this intro will be my process of how I made this. So since I stopped recording, there are a couple of things I've done. I did end up adding the little angel just here, and I fixed up, when you watch the video you'll see that I had made a little bit of a boo-boo, so I just put some trim here to fix that, which I felt looked super good. And then I realized that I had actually put my cover in upside down, so all I did was I just cut some fresh paper and I put it on the back cover. And I'm thinking what I might do is add some trim there anyway, maybe some different trim, because I don't know if that quite goes, but I'll think about that just to sort of finish off that little edge there. But there you go. So when you watch the video you'll probably notice that I did have it upside down. That glue is just wet, so I'm going to just let that dry and just manipulate that a little bit more. I've just started doing the little fringes, but yeah, sit back and enjoy. Hopefully I'll give you some inspiration to make a December daily if you haven't already. I whipped this up in just a few hours, so anyway, enjoy the video. Thanks. I just wanted to do what I'm hoping will be a quick video. I've decided I want to do a December daily. I was inspired by Rachel by Roxy Creations, and it just made me think of this old composition notebook that I had of my mum's and of my late mother's, and I have shown it before in a video, I think when I did my cooking journal. So what I've done is I've pulled it apart and I've taken off the it was covered in old magazine pictures. Probably still got some down here in the bin. So it was all very old and faded. It wasn't really worth keeping, but you can see there 1979. So it's at least from 1979. So, and I kind of do remember that Mum had it around about that time. It's just interestingly, you'll see her name here and grade. I can't quite make that out, but school is self-taught and subject is cooking. I thought that was quite funny. But anyway, I've pulled it apart, and what I'm going to do is cover it with these beautiful papers, and I was going to do that, and then I'm going to try and do one of these fabric spines. So I've got myself some cotton. And I watched Rachel's video at least a few days now. So I've got some bits. Now I know this is 100% cotton, and she also did some like little tabs across just to sort of reinforce it. But this piece here, I've got this piece here which I thought I would put on the outside, and then tonight I'm going to have a go at some slow stitching. So this will kind of be a practice piece for me. So I thought I would put on the video and see if I can turn this into a quick video. Maybe if you're like me and just thought last minute, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a December daily, and you haven't got anything ready, then this could be some inspiration for you, that you could actually put something together very quick. So what I did was, when I took the paper off, you'll see that I'm just a bit, not overly worried, but I just sort of wanted to reduce the bumpiness underneath. It's a bit like when you put a floor down, you need to sand what's underneath to get a nice flat surface underneath. Well, that's my theory anyway. So what I've been doing is just sort of, I was giving it a good old sand, so I thought I might just do that. Another quick sand there, but this is just one of those old, nail emery board things when you go and get your nails done that my nail lady gave me ages ago. So I'm just going to clean up, a bit messy, clean up all these little fibres here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm completely winging this. So I'm hoping this is going to work. Here we go. So just going to get a good dose of that on there. I'm going to just use my little card to scrape this down. I'm just going to try and get what I think would be enough glue. That's better, it's more like it. Just might leave my glue tipped on its side for now. Okay, so I'm just going to get my card and just scrape it down. So I'm basically recovering Mum's old book, which she would have done like, oh gosh, 80, 90, 220, 220, 80, 20, gosh, 40 years ago, 41 years ago. That is amazing to think that it's that long ago. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to put that down there like that, because I'm going to cover it. I'm going to trim it down, and then that will be the outside. I'll keep picking up that piece. This one will be the outside piece. So I'm just going to do this side here. I'm just checking to see if I'm in camera. This is my new setup, guys, which I'm really, yeah, well, I guess now what I'm doing, I'm really happy with it, but now it's a matter of working it and making sure that everything is, you know, in its right spot. And like, I've already had to go in and grab a few things that I didn't have on hand, but I've moved everything out of my craft room. Well, not that I really had a craft room, but I had it all over the place. So I've moved everything, to my knowledge, I've moved everything out, and it's in here now. But what I did have to go and get was some hand cream and it just, you know, Sharpie, note paper, like a little post-it note thing, you know, just little things like that, that obviously when you're actually crafting I didn't think about that I would need. Now, see, I've got my baby wipes ready to go. Okay, love this paper. This paper is, again, it's a bit of a Rachel session at the moment. I've just finished some a video on a package I received from her. So I'm a big, massive Rachel fan. She's a huge inspiration. Love her style. And so I've just finished recording a video of some antique hempen linens that I received from her, and some straw paper. And I've actually pulled out some papers that I'm going to be using for the inside. So I'm just going to do one signature, and now I'm just trying to think how I'm going to do this, because her book was already covered, so she didn't need to worry about doing any of that. But I'm just checking this. I don't want it to wrinkle if I can help it. So I'm just going to get my bone folder and just try and well, again, that's not too bad. I'm holding it against the light just to see, and any little wrinkles I'm just going to flatten down. Okay, let's have a look at this one. I haven't done paper for a while. I tend to do fabric journals. So yeah, I think that's okay. All right, so we've got that like that. Now, I guess I could bring that up like that, that up like that, that up like that, and then get my scissors. Oops, sorry, I knocked the camera as I reached. I'll have to watch that. Now, I'll just cut that like that, I'm just sort of cutting these bits off here. I'm just gonna, okay. It's a bit like covering a book, isn't it? Back when we were kids, when we were covering the old school books. I used to have to cover all mine. I don't know if you covered yours or your parents covered yours. Some kids, their parents seem to do it for them, but I had to do all mine, which is probably good training for this. Okay. Now just get these edges so that they glue down. So I've not really done a December daily before. I think I tried one the very first year and I just didn't really know how to use it. But I was sort of reading up on what December dailies are for, and they're for like making shopping lists and doing your card list and your present list and meal planning and things like that, and also writing in your daily, you know, prompts and memory keeping and stuff like that. And I thought, well, if that's the case, then yes, I would have things that I could, because I'm not very consistent with journaling every day. I used to be pretty good, but just so busy these days. Okay, so that's that. So obviously I'm going to get some nice pretty paper inside. Okay, so let's just finish this one off so you don't have to sit there watching me shake the bottle. Okay, so that's that. Just where that's lifted up a little bit because it's very old. It's like a 40-odd-year-old book. Right, now just press that in a little bit. There we go. Okay. So you don't have to have an old book. You can just go down to the newsagent and just get a book, and you can cover it with whatever paper you like. But I've always been wanting to do something with Mum's book, and when I saw Rachel's, it just reminded me of Mum's, and I thought, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I thought about it and thought, well, I want to use it as well. So then when I was reading up about what December dailies are, because I just thought it was just writing about, you know, memory keeping, and I thought, jeepers, I just work. I work and I, you know, play around in my business, like not my business, but my my little Etsy shop and stuff like that, and I thought, well, that's not very exciting to write about. Okay, so we've got that. I'm just trying to decide. I think I'll make that the front cover. So I guess I've been lucky because I've been actually going through all my crafting supplies, so that's why I kind of pulled a few things out because they were in my recent memory. So I found that, and I found that, which I thought would be quite cute. Now I just had an idea. This is really quick on the spur. Where did it go? I found a little package in here which is all full of like little Christmassy bits, which I thought I could use down the track during the month when I actually fill and decorate my journal. But I'm looking for a little paper, oh, here it is, paper doily. So just wondering whether I put that. Yeah, I quite like that actually. But yeah, either that or now what's going to happen is I'm going to have this like that, and I'm going to make that, you know, like the spine. So obviously I'll trim it down a little bit, so I have to think about that. Maybe I don't need it, maybe that's just enough the way it is, like that, and put that like that. wow, look at that. It's the 1st tomorrow, which is exactly the right calendar as well. I'm pretty sure it's the 30th today, which is a Monday. So tomorrow is the 1st. So yeah, that is actually really relevant for 2020. So yeah, I think I'll do that, like that. And then there was this. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Hey babe. Yeah. I love you too. Yeah, so I think I'll do that. I just want to try something else. Sorry, I got a phone call, so I had to, my recording stopped. So that's what I decided in the end. I was going to do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to obviously create enough room for, but if I'm only going to have a single signature, I don't really need a lot, do I? Say if I want to expand it, I reckon about that, which be about well actually it will be about 1.5 centimeters, and it'll be about 3/4 of an inch. So let's go with that. So I'll get my cotton strip bits down. So we'll have that. I'm just thinking I probably need to do these bits here, which I think I might go with, yeah, I think I might go with those. So I'm just going to make a little mark with my pencil.
Are you going to the post office?
Yes, I will be. I can do. I won't get a sweet one. Okay, so I'm probably going to need a bigger cover than that, aren't I? Because it's a 12 by 12 inch. So I made a little cut mark. So I'm going to line that up. I have got no idea what that noise is. I'm so sorry. I hope it doesn't. Oh, what is that noise? It sounds like a big Zoom box or something. It's gone now, so whatever it was. Goodness, I had quite a few interruptions then, and then I turned off the camera because I just heard this really, really loud noise, but I checked back on the video and it didn't come through. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I can piece these all together. Glue this on. I'm excited about doing my December daily, and this might put me in the Christmas mood. Get the Christmas spirit happening, because I find it's still the lead up to Christmas, isn't it? We will be putting up our tree soon, because we kind of didn't really do a lot last Christmas, and we definitely are going to do that this year. I really like this. It's supposed to be a teddy bear, but it reminds me of a little koala bear. So that's why I got this paper. I should let you know what paper I'm using, shouldn't I? I bought it just recently, actually. It's, here we go. Uniquely Creative, Once Upon a Christmas. 'Tis the Season, UCP 2083. So I've got that happening on the inside. I don't remember if this is how Roxy, I call her Roxy, Rachel, gosh, Roxy. Whoops, that's a little bit crooked. Quickly take that off before the glue dries. Do that again. Whoops, it doesn't matter because I'll end up covering that. Just wanted that to line up just a little bit neater. There we go. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't know. I watched it whenever she had the video out, maybe even the next day, and I haven't watched it again since. So it's either my cutting or maybe the book is not great. It is a 40-year-old book, so maybe the book is not square anymore. Okay, so I'll do the same here. Where'd my pencil go? Here we go. Right, I love this paper. Very bright and festive. Okay, so if we take that there like that, and there like that. Okay. So where I craft is kind of semi-outside. I have the door open, so I can hear the neighbours quite a bit. My dog's inside because Mike's home today and she's with him. But normally she's out here with me. Okay. And if she hears people, cars coming backwards and forwards, she gets quite anxious and needs to know what's going on. So all sorts of noises. Okay. Oh, goodness. All right. So I'm going to put that one there like that. What I should have done is used that piece of paper to measure, but it's okay. It's within a hair's breadth. Just wondering whether I might. No, oh, I think I like it like that. Yep. Okay. Paper, which is another reason why I got it. I kind of look out for that now when I do buy scrapbook, and I don't have a lot of scrapbook paper. But now that I've got it all nicely displayed in one spot, it's going to remind me to use my scrap paper. But I'm remembering to check whether it's double-sided and also check the patterns. I'm kind of working out how to check that on the front packet. Because we all have paper, don't we, that we don't like. Whoops. Okay. So I can afford to bring that in because yeah, that's better. Right. So I've got that and I've got that. Alright, so now what I want to do, so I think I said I would do around about that much, and I'll get my cotton bit there. So, oh, I'm liking this already. So I'm going to put that side down there like that. Okay, and then I'll do the same here. I'm not going to get this finished today because I have to stop soon and go to the post office because I've got a couple of orders I need to get off. So, okay. I'm lining it up on the bottom. You can't see. I'll move it up a bit. Show you what I'm doing. I'm just taking a couple of lines and making sure I've got them lined up, and then I'm attaching my cotton piece. Okay. Okay. So I might just trim these down just a little bit. And I'll trim those down even more when I've finished. So at the moment it's very loose, but what she did do was then she went and added some more pieces like these just to give it a little bit more reinforcement. So I'll do the same. A bit sticky anyway from the glue that's underneath, but there we go. Just swoosh that down. It is still a bit sticky from the first layer I put down, but I'll just add another layer because it will probably help thicken it, I'm imagining. Okay, so a bit more in the middle. Okay. So I'll leave that to dry. I'll go and pack my orders. So that's it there. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to be doing some slow stitch tonight and adding, and that's going to go across like that, and that will give it some more further reinforcement. So I'm just going to leave that like that and do my orders, come back, that'll be dry. I'm going to get some little bits of Christmas fabric that I found in here. Oh, here we go. I've got some, I printed those on fabric, so they might find their way in somehow. And well, that would be nice, won't it? If I do something like that, and that's nice. I like that. So I might just cut around that Christmas tree and that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll cut around the Christmas tree and keep that little I guess it's like fussy cutting, but like in fabric.
Alright.
Yeah. Bless him. Keeping me on track. Might have to lose that reindeer. It's a shame. I liked that reindeer. But yeah. Now there'll be plenty of opportunities. Anyway, that's enough. I do need to get cracking. I'll be back.